Let me. Yes, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So the subject is international finance, and myself, Dr. Rajendra Chaudhary, will be conducting sessions on international finance. May I know what is our batch size for finance? How many students have opted finance specialization? Any idea?
Sir, at least 25 students.
Okay, 25. You are Omkar Jadhav, is it?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Omkar. So about 25 students are there. No issue. Now, so far, I think 10 students have joined. So shall we start session or should we wait for a minute? What do you say?
Sir, as per your choice, sir. What can I say? Sorry.
Very diplomatic answer. My choice. Okay. Because my choice is always with the student. And now those who are attending the session on time, I appreciate their attendance on time. And again, my sympathy with other students because of some technical issues and maybe some non-technical issue, they are not able to join. But now I think already it is now 7:05. Now already it is 7:05. So we'll wait another 1 minute and then we'll start our session. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So now you all are in semester 3. Am I correct? Semester 3.
Yes, sir.
And as you all are aware, your semester 3 examination will be online. I think you all are aware of this. Or you are not aware? Yes.
Sir, some teachers are telling us like they are offline exams, and some teaching telling us like they are online exam.
Yeah, it was there. I think 1 week before that there will be offline examination. But again, then university has decided to have online examination. So as your teachers, they're telling that there will be offline examination. That news was there. But again, I think on Monday only. Today is Thursday, is it? So on Monday, university decided to go for online examination. So as of now, there is online exam. Again, we cannot say, but I don't think now they will change their decision. It will be online examination. But anyhow, our Matrix Institute is conducting online sessions for you all students. So even if university goes for offline examination, I don't think that you will have any issues to face offline examination because you are given sufficient input. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you all are well prepared now, and you will be preparing for a forthcoming examination. As such, there will not be any issue. Okay, now let's start our subject, international finance. Okay, now today, as you all are aware, in every subject, there are how many units in every subject?
5.
Yes, 5 units are there. So similarly for international finance also, there are 5 units, and today we will be starting unit number 1. And from this unit number 1, let me share with you that what I will be covering today. So the meaning, importance or needs of international finance, scope of international finance, globalization of the world economy, then participants of the global financial system. So these 4 sub points we will try to cover today. And I will be sharing PPTs with you on the screen. You can have a screenshot of PPTs. You can take a screenshot of PPTs also. Now, the title itself speaks a lot, international finance. So it is not a domestic finance. It speaks about international. So as far as the meaning concerned, the introduction part, meaning, let me share with you the slide. Can you see my PPT?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now,
Yes, sir.
about meaning, because again, maybe a MCQ question, or if it is offline examination, then there would be a theory question, that is, what do you mean by international finance? Explain its importance and scope. So this kind of question may be asked from the examination point of view. But again, as a management student and those who have obtained finance specialization, so it is necessary for them to understand from the scratch level, from the ground level. So the meaning, it is international finance is an important part of financial economics. So here it is touching to the economic world. International finance is an important part of financial economics. Here I will add one more word, that is microeconomics. Microeconomics. International finance, it mainly discusses the issues related with monetary interactions of at least 2 or more countries. So what does it mean? This international finance, it is related with the issues which are concerned with monetary interactions, money transactions. Monetary means money. Monetary means, what do you mean by monetary? Monetary means money. Interactions. Interaction is nothing but the exchange of at least 2 or more countries. Sometimes there may be 2 countries, or most of the times more than 2 countries. So when we have a business with more than 2 countries, then naturally we are supposed to have interaction with different currencies. Different currencies. Now, being our country, India, we call our currency as a rupaya. Our currency is in rupaya. Now, in case of USA, what is the name of USA currency?
Dollar.
Dollar. And European countries, like say German and other European countries? Any idea? European countries have developed their euro as a currency, euro.
Yes, sir.
Okay, euro. And USA has a dollar. And what about Britain? What is the name of their currency, Britain? pound. Okay, pound. So if I ask you, what is the currency name of Japan? Japan country's currency name? Yes,
Japanese yen.
yen, correct, yen. So yen is the Thailand, which is a small country. Any idea their currency name?
Thai baht.
Yes, Thai baht. So Thai baht is the name of their currency name. So Thai baht is the currency name of Thailand. So this way, as you answered me and I shared with you, these are the different currencies every country has. Even our neighboring countries, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, they do also have their own currencies. But now these currencies are known as monetary interactions. Monetary interactions means we exchange money. Suppose if our India enters into the world market, so naturally we cannot have business only with one country. So India will have business with several countries, and this way even other countries, they are also targeting various countries to expand their business. So international finance, when if you are asked what do you mean by international finance, please do remember this second line. It mainly discusses the issues related with monetary interactions of at least two or more countries. Now here issue word has come. Now what are the issues related with monetary interactions? Issues mainly are exchange rate. Now again, for exchange rate we have separate unit for exchange rate. That time we will discuss in detail, but right now you just remember the meaning. Here mainly discusses the issues means it pertains to the exchange rate. So there are exchange rates issues are there, and always there is a volatility. Ups and downs are there are ups and downs. Just one second, please. Yes, we will continue what we were discussing. Hello. Am I audible?
Monetary, yes, sir. Monetary
Yes.
interactions.
Yes, monetary interactions. I was trying to tell you the issues. What are the issues involved with monetary interactions? So issues like say exchange rate. So this is one of the biggest issue in international finance in regards to the monetary interactions. Now, how to have a valuation of our own currency, and sometimes the currency get depreciate, sometimes currency gets appreciates. So there is a depreciation. There is also appreciation in currency. Now, if you observe from last 1 or 2 years, if you observe the currency rate between rupiah and dollar, Now presently, what is the rate of dollar? Rupee and dollar?
74.
74. And can you share me about 6 months back, 1 year back, what was the rate? Exchange rate? Rupee and dollar? It was lesser than or more than 74? Yes, Jayashri?
74.41.
Present rate. You are telling me present rate 74.41. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, just six months back or 1 year back, what was the rate? It was 74
Don't know.
or less than 74? Less than or more than?
I think less than.
Yes, it was less than. Your guess is correct. It was less. It was just 65 rupees. Now, over a period of just 7 to 8 months, it went from 65 to 74, almost 9 rupees. So here, now our rupiah has depreciated or appreciated in this connection. What you will say?
Depreciation.
Yes, our rupiah has depreciated because there is a devaluation of our rupiah. That is called as a depreciation. Depreciation is a technical word in international finance. So our rupiah has depreciated and dollar has appreciated, vice versa.
Yes.
So did you get the meaning of depreciation and appreciation? Now from 65 to 74. So this was depreciation our rupiah has. Now in this case, now suppose if our country thinks for going into the global market, particularly USA, so naturally our products will be cheaper for USA customer because their dollar is a stronger one. They have appreciated 74. And this game continues in international market. This continues. So this is called as a exchange issues related with monetary interactions of 2 or more countries. Now, if I compare our rupiah with a euro or a pound, again, there will be different rate. Now, just imagine if our Indian company having business with several countries, just imagine that with every country currency, we need to compare our rupiah and then accordingly, we will decide either for import or export, either for import or export. Now, when dollar appreciates, then naturally, if you are importing material from USA, then it will be costlier for Indian company. It will be costlier. Vice versa, if dollar depreciates, then it will be cheaper for Indian companies to import the material. Now, third one is it is concerned with subject as exchange rate of currencies, monetary system of the world, foreign direct investment, that is FDI, and other related issues. So international finance, which is very much concerned with the subjects such as exchange rate. Just now I mentioned about exchange rate. We have taken the example of dollar. Just 9 months back, it was 65 rupees, and now today is 74, as you said, of currencies, monetary system of the world, foreign direct investment, FDI, because this plays a very vital role in each country's economy, foreign direct investment, FDI, and other related issues. And that is why international finance, it is very much needed to understand international finance. Now, after understanding the meaning of international finance, let me share with you needs or importance of international finance. Now, before I move to the second slide, here I have mentioned three lines in regards to the meaning. So, do you have any query or issue in regards to this first slide? Any issue or any
No, sir.
query? Okay, fine.
No,
So
sir.
I'm moving to the second slide, that is needs. In some book you will find the word need, or in some books you will find importance. It is one and the same thing. In examination, if you are asked that what do you mean by international finance, and discuss its needs, discuss its need. Or if you are asked what do you mean by international finance, explain the importance of international finance. So for need or importance, same points are there. So only words are different. Please understand this. Okay. Now, availability of low cost fund, and this is one of the important factor which is related with the international finance. Every country, they are seeking funds which are having low cost, and naturally no company will go for higher cost fund. If they go for a high cost fund, then their product will be cheaper or expensive. A company which is seeking high cost fund, whatever they produce, either service or product, so their service or product will be cheaper or expensive.
It's very expensive.
Yeah, definitely it will be expensive because their funds are costlier. So they will have to make up from the selling price of their product. From where they will make? This is the only source. So this is one of the importance international finance has. Each and every country is searching for low cost funds, and these low cost funds, what are the ways and means for this low cost fund? The ways and means, like say ADR, American Depository Receipts, GDR, Global Depository Receipts, ADR, GDR, then foreign direct investment, FDI. So these are the sources which we can mention under this first point, availability of low cost fund. So even FDI is also one of the low cost fund, and you might have seen from last several years, our India has been seeking funds from FDI. So we are trying to attract more and more FDI in our country. Except FDI, as per the government rules and regulation, we don't allow FDI in defense area, and that is obvious and natural. I don't need to give you explanation why our government is not allowing FDI in defense. Can I know from your side why our government is not allowing FDI in defense area? Yes, please. Can you share? Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
My question to you, that why Indian government is not allowing FDI in defense area? What do you think? Why?
So may they affect national security?
Correct. Because our secret, they will come to know. And if they come to know our secret, then we may not be able to make strategy about our defense field. So this is one of the main concern why we are not allowing FDI in defense. But in some part we have allowed, like say MiG aircraft and maybe some weapons. We are directly purchasing from other countries. So that is a direct purchase, but we don't allow them to invest in our companies, particularly in defense. So as you said that security, it is one of the serious thought behind this. Otherwise, rest of the area, we always seek this low cost fund. Then second point in regards to the importance, better allocation of funds in the global financial market. Better allocation. This is again very challenging task. Whatever funds we have obtained from across the globe, now how to allocate these funds in a global financial market? This has become challenge for particularly those who are working in this area. Now, after completion of your say MBA, if you are happen to work in a company where they look for a better allocation of funds, then this will be challenge for you. Better allocation, it should be in a such a way that your funds should generate maximum revenue. That is known as better allocation of fund. Maximum revenue should be generated from the investment of fund. Then third point, that is strengthen global ties. Now, how to explain this point? Strengthening global ties. Now, sometime you have to see the welfare of society. Not every time just business. See, again, when we go for a welfare of society, if your product is good one, automatically it will fetch the money. Your business will get the money out of that noble cause also. But strengthening global ties, this is also important. Now let me give you the example. Recently, now we all are been experiencing pandemic situation from last 18 months, and somehow last just 10 months before, not 10 months, yeah, it is about 1 year before, finally vaccination invented. Now in this vaccination, a company like say Bharat Biotech, can you name companies who are producers of corona vaccines? Bharat Biotech. Who are the producers of corona vaccination? Corona vaccine. Who are the manufacturer? No idea. Who are the global players of corona vaccines? One company from our India, that is Bharat Biotech. Are you done with the vaccination, by the way? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So you are done with the vaccination. So which vaccine you are injected? Which vaccine?
Covin, sir.
Which company? Yes. Which company? I don't know. Company? No idea. Anyone? कौन सा वैक्सीन लिया आपने? I think now 12 participants are attending session. I am sure that all of you might have taken vaccine.
Sir, Covishield.
Covishield. Now this Covishield, it is the product of which company? Covishield?
Serum.
Serum, correct. Now Serum Institute of India. This is the Indian company. But let me tell you, Pratisha, who is there? Who has answered? Serum? May I know name?
Mayuri.
Huh?
Mayuri.
Yes, Mayuri. Now let me share with you, Mayuri. Serum Institute of India, this Covishield belongs to that company, but they have partnership, they have alliance with AstraZeneca company. AstraZeneca. This is Anglo-Swedish company. So Anglo-Swedish company, AstraZeneca and Serum Institute, they have produced this Covishield, and they have supplied not only India but other countries also, that you might be aware. Now, this Indian company Serum has taken lead in the production of Covishield. AstraZeneca, it is Anglo-Swedish company. There was a tie-up with the Serum Institute of India, and finally they agreed to supply this Covishield. Now, USA-based company, it is called as a Moderna company. Have you heard this name, Moderna? It is one of the largest company. Have you heard Moderna company? Moderna? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So Moderna, again, they have tie-up with some other companies, and they are also one of the player in the production of vaccine. Why I am giving this example? I want to explain you strengthen global ties. Now here there is a noble cause. The noble cause is to have a eradication of coronavirus. Eradication of coronavirus. This is the only cause, and that is why two different companies, they are coming together and they are having tie-up, and they are producing vaccine at an affordable rate, because coronavirus is not affordable to anyone, not an individual, and I don't need to have any explanation to you. We all are suffering, and who is suffering? There is an endless list. No person who is away from this coronavirus. Everyone has suffered from this coronavirus. Every field, whether it is entertainment, sports, or education, you name the field, and they have suffered from this. And because of this, now these companies have come together, and they have entered into the vaccination. So strengthening global ties. Now this importance. Now, in order to AstraZeneca and this Serum Institute of India, they have come together and they are producing Covishield, as you answered me. Now, if you read this information, AstraZeneca has invested $3 billion in order to produce this vaccine, and even Serum Institute of India have also contributed. So this much investment they have pumped into the Covishield vaccine. Alone, Serum Institute of India could not have been produced this vaccine, because again, not only money, but we need some expertise, some expert people. So experts, money. So there is everything is there is alliance, and that is why we need to study the importance from this point of strengthen global ties. Then equilibrium in exchange rates. Now this is one of the buzzing area in international finance, equilibrium. But again, we have been working right from independence till today. We are working on the equilibrium in exchange rate, and somehow we are successful. Not we means India, but at world level there is a good success in equilibrium. So suppose if you are planning to visit Thailand, so it is easy way to get Thai bath. If you are going as a tourist, if you are planning to go USA, then again it is easy way to get a dollar. Don't you think it is a difficult way getting other currency? Do you get other countries' currency or you don't get? So there is a systematic channel available for this exchange. The next point of importance is expanding technical infrastructure. Expanding technical infrastructure. Let me give you the example of now. Today, you all are witness with the IT companies, information technology company. Am I correct? Are you aware of information technology companies or not?
Yes, sir.
Can you name some IT companies?
Infosys, Tata, TCS.
Yes, Infosys, TCS, then Wipro, and there are Patni and so on. There are several companies. Now these companies have done marriage with the communication. Let me give you the example, very funny example. But these IT companies have marriage with communication. Now, and their baby is telecommunication. So IT, that is technology, and communication, they came together and they gave a birth to the telecommunication. Now the telecommunication, like say digital, day before yesterday, the union budget was presented. So you might have heard that now even our Indian government is boosting for digital transaction. And even in pandemic also, we all have experienced that in everywhere there is an exchange through Paytm or maybe some other mode. So hardly we have used our hard currency. Hard currency we are using, but there is also alternative use like that digital rupee. So this is the innovation of telecommunication. Again, now today, because of this pandemic situation, offline lectures and offline examinations are a little bit difficult. So, but have you stopped our communication because of this problem? Have you stopped our communication?
No, sir.
No. Today also we are having interaction. Now I am interacting with you through say mobile, laptop. So these are the innovations of telecommunication. So this expanding technical infrastructure. So this way the infrastructure we are developing, and there is a win-win situation. Each and every country is taking benefit out of this technical infrastructure. Are you agree with this or not?
Yes, sir. We are agree.
Yes. So this way, the international finance has needs to explain under this expanding technical infrastructure. Please remember that there is a marriage between with whom? What you are supposed to explain here? Expanding technical infrastructure. There is a marriage between IT companies and communication. Communication means telephone lines. That is communication. And IT companies means information technology companies. So there was a marriage between IT company and telecommunication, and they gave birth to whom? Telecommunication. Then the birth given to the telecommunication, and today we are enjoying that fruit, telecommunication. So here also it has a great importance of international finance in regards to the expanding technical infrastructure. Then the next and last point of in regards to the importance, global consumer and global competitions. Now you all are might be aware, now not only Indian but even the rest of the countries, the consumers are having good amount of awareness. They are very much awakened. They know what to purchase, which not to be purchased, how much to purchase, and which not to be purchased also. So this kind of awareness it is with each and every consumer. So if you are targeting global consumer, you should be very honest with your product. And if you are honest with your product, and if it is useful to the consumer, definitely you can attract global consumer. Don't you think so? Don't you think so?
Yes, sir.
So if you are targeting global consumer, one thing please do remember, your product or service should be ethical one, should be, and you should be honest with your product, and it should be ethical. Then global consumer will not be away from your product. They will automatically come and they will purchase. Now, if your product is related to the health issue, and if you are well enough to explain that how it is useful for a health, surely people will purchase your product. And there is also global competition. If you are selling a health product, then a lot of competition is there at a global level. Just now we discussed in regards to the strengthening global ties, in regards to the vaccination. Our Indian companies, Serum Institute, who has taken initiative in the production of Covishield. So likewise, there are several other companies like say Moderna, AstraZeneca, and several companies are there who are also into the production of corona vaccines. So competition is also global, and consumers are also in a global. So this is not a simple, but I would say it is a complex network. If you are entering into the global market, it is a little bit complex. Now, let me explain you the next point, that is globalization of the world economy. Globalization. Now, may I ask you, what do you think that when globalization started? Globalization recently or long back? I am giving you two options. What do you think? Globalization started recently or long back? Globalization. Yes,
Sir, I think so long back.
yes, it is long back. Even before independence, this globalization has started. Only that time it was not on the tips of mouth of the people. Now this word has been everywhere. Globalization, globalization. But this is not a new thing. Globalization. It is long back, as you are rightly said. It is long back. But the another concept, LPG. LPG stand for liberalization, privatization. L stand for liberalization, P stand for privatization, and G for globalization, which is called as a LPG. And LPG, it is a recent word which was came into India in 1990. LPG, liberalization in 1990. Then our country exposed to the LPG. As you said, globalization, it is not a new phenomena, it is an older one. But particularly this LPG, that is liberalization, which was witnessed in the year 1990. And in 1991, actually, we went for the reforms of our economy, reformation of Indian economy. And if you observe those things, after 1991, then there was a tremendous changes in Indian economy. There was a tremendous change, particularly in Indian economy, because there was the influence of world economy. There was influence in world economy. In world economy again, particularly in 2007-8, 2000, it started actually in 2006, but the reaction came into 2007-8, which is called as a subprime crisis. Have you heard this word, subprime crisis? Have you heard this word, subprime crisis? Hello? Have you heard this word, subprime crisis?
No, sir.
Subprime crisis, this was one of the global crisis happened particularly in USA. It happened in USA, but there was impact on other countries also. Subprime crisis, it happened just because of declination in real estate prices. What happened in USA? All of a sudden, the real estate prices came down. It went down, and people, those who have purchased real estate property, like say flat or land, all of a sudden the prices went down, and then not only prices went down, but it was difficult for them to sell their real estate. That happened in 2007-8. It is not a very old thing. Now today is we are in 2022. So how many years are over? About just 15 years back, 15 years back, 15, 16 years back. This happened in USA, subprime crisis. If you search in Google, you will come to know this information. And this is because of real estate prices. But fortunately, country like India did not have any consequences because of this subprime crisis. We were fortunately we were away from this crisis, and the reason was that it is very difficult to share in a class like MBA. That the reason, but since it is reason, so it is necessary to share with you. Our real estate, if I ask you, even today or 10 years back, is there any difference between real estate book value and market value, or it is the same? What is your experience?
Change.
It is different.
It is different. So which is higher, book value or market value? Market value is higher. Now suppose if you have purchased a land or flat just 10 years before, now today the value of that flat or land, it is higher or lower, or it is same?
So it's higher.
It is higher. So, and when you want to sell your property, if you are not sold your property, but if your friends or relative, if they have done this transaction, so what is the mixture of this transaction? It is completely white money, or there is a mix of money, white and black? Any idea?
Sir, it is a profit now.
No, when they go for transaction of real estate property, completely it is being paid through check or some cash and some check.
Sir, cash and check.
Cash and check. Now, when you said cash, it means there is an involvement of black money. That is why there is a cash transaction. And when you are paying through bank or through check, so it is complete white money. And now, this is one of the reason why India did not suffer from this subprime crisis. 15 years back it happened, but fortunately we saved, and this was the reason, because our real estate business, it is occupied with at least 30 to 40% black money, and 60 to 70% it is white money. Now this ratio has come down over the period of time, but earlier it was 40 to 60. Now today it is not a ratio. There is this ratio has come down, but earlier it was. So my point was that in globalization, as per our syllabus, globalization of the world economy. So in world economy, please remember this subprime crisis. Subprime crisis happened, and it had a very adverse impact almost with all countries. But our India, fortunately, did not suffer from this subprime crisis, and this was the reason the real estate prices, our market prices were high as compared to the book value, and that is why we did not suffer. Did you get my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, let me take you to the next slide, which speaks about global participants of global financial system. Participants of global financial system. When we talk about the global financial system, these are the participants. These are the players who are having active role or dominant role in this system. Dominant role means what do you mean by dominant role? A stakeholder who is having dominant position over the system. That is called dominant role, or we can say stakeholder. These are all stakeholders. These are all participants in the global financial system. Now, government treasuries. Now, in regards to our India, our government treasury is RBI, Reserve Bank of India. It is our central bank. If you are talking about USA, they call as a federal bank. In USA, there is a federal. In India, which is the government treasury? Yes, please. In India, who deals government treasuries? RBI, Reserve Bank of India. And a central bank, we call in India, it is RBI. Other across the globe, they call as a central bank. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Now, supervisory authorities. Look at this participant. Now, who are the supervisory authorities? Like World Bank. Then in 1944, let me tell you, in 1944, actually, Bretton Woods, they called almost all nations, but that time in 1944, 14 nations participated in the meeting, and they discussed about the global financial system. Bretton Woods, remember this name. They had a meeting in the year 1944. It is very long story, long back, 1944. And 14 nations, they agreed upon this financial system. That was the move. That was the starting point when financial system, that we should have a global financial system. That idea was presented by Bretton Woods. Then accounting standard bodies. In India, again, we have separate accounting standard, but in international accounting standard, which is called as a Indian accounting standard, which is called as a GAAP. Have you heard this word, GAAP? GAAP, have you heard this word? Let me type out in a chat box. Have you heard this word?
No, sir.
GAAP, generally accepted accounting principle. G stand for generally, A for accepted accounting principle, GAAP. Now, this GAAP, at India level also, we have accounting standard board. Through this, we have developed different accounting standards. Then multinational enterprises. There are several multinational enterprises. If you are talking about, say, even IT company, Infosys, as you mentioned, Infosys, they have their business in India as well as in USA and rest of the countries. Likewise, Google has business in USA, even in India. Any other company, IT company, having business offshore as well as in India? Can you name any company which is a foreign company but doing business in India? Microsoft. Microsoft is Indian company or foreign company? Microsoft. Hello. Microsoft, it is which belongs to the USA. So multinational enterprises, MCE.
TCS. It's TCS.
Hello.
Hello, am I audible? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, today is Thursday, no? So power went off, but I'm using some alternate arrangement. So I was trying to explain you the global participants, and I was trying to explain you the institutional investor. I have taken screenshot of this slide. Did you take a screenshot of this slide?
No, sir.
Okay. Tomorrow again I will share with you. So institutional investors are also required in international finance. Like say in India, we have Life Insurance Corporation of India, LIC. Now LIC is having a huge amount of funds with them because they are into the insurance business, life insurance and general insurance. So they collect amount by way of premium, and this premium amount, it is being again reinvested in other countries. So these are the institutional investors, a big investor. So today we have covered. Let me conclude the session. Today we have discussed meaning, importance of international finance, and then we also discussed globalization, world economy, and then we covered, what was the last point? Global participants. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So today we'll stop here. Tomorrow we will continue the next part of Unit 1. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.